Okay, this is our setup for the Archimedes lab, Archimedes principle. We've got our triple beam balance, got our caliper, we've got our graduate cylinder. I've already filled it with some water. The first thing it says is to measure the mass of the cylinder in air. Well, you could just leave it up here and try to measure. You know what, you can just have it hang down here. This is triple beam balance, so what you want to do is just move it over until we want to line up the lines. You see, oh, we're almost there. Oh, it's less than 40, but more than 30, so we're going to go back to 30, and then we can use this fine adjustment. What we want to do is line up this line so it's completely across. Let's see if I can get there quickly. So we're watching it. Your answer is going to be a little bit different, but it's probably pretty close. So roughly there. I can even adjust it a little bit more. If you want, you can use a pen or a pencil to help you move it a little bit more lightly. And so this one, you can see they're almost lined up, 30.7 grams. So that's weighing it in air. Now the next thing we do, we fill this with water. We want this to be completely immersed when we do this part of the lab, so it's got to be completely immersed, so make sure you're got fairly high. So mine's at about, well, let's measure, about 80 centimeters. So 80 milliliters of water. I put it inside. I then measure the new volume of water, 91, and you'll notice that we've got a new weight for our cylinder. So the Archimedes principle is decrease the weight. So what we want to do here, we want to find its new weight. There we go. So you can see it's gone down considerably. We've got about 19.6 millimeters. Now the final step, and probably don't want to do this with a wet one, and you want to make sure it's not on the sides when we put it in here. Make sure it's not hanging on the side. We want to make sure it's right in the middle, not touching the sides. It's important that I do that. What we want to do is dry this off, and then we're going to use our calipers to make a measurement of both the diameter, how wide it is, and how long it is. So remember, we always use the clutch knob. We figure out how long it is, and we've got to remember how we've got to zero this before we measure it. And that's what we're doing in this lab.